I'm here late today. I'm giving you your vibe and spiritual healing message of the day. Today is the 17th. I'm already dolled up. went out already, got home, get changed. I had to sing this morning, so it's afternoon. And tomorrow is my daughter's senior graduation, so it's been a very exciting few weeks for us here. Okay, ooh, right away. And that's so funny. Hi, thank you. I know normally you guys see me, with my mascara on from the day before and my hair is all not a mess, right? And I'm like all done up today. So, all right. And what was I saying? The children. And what card just came out? The Six of Cups. The children, the past, loving memories. Let's see what happens. See what happens. See. Hello everybody. Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. I don't always feel gorgeous, especially when I see black speckles of mascara like on the bottom of my face here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let me see. Whoop, we got a couple cards that just fell out. What do we got? Loving memories of the past, possibly the children. Why you didn't take action on moving forward. You knew that you had abundance to grow. I have, guys, just so you know, I have two cats up here. My girlfriend's cats are like lingering up here, and my dog. So I don't know what you're gonna hear in the background noise. Okay. Am I inside or out? What do you mean? I'm inside at the moment. Or you mean the graduation? The graduation's outside. If that's what you mean. Let's hope it doesn't rain. Let's see. Yeah. So I don't know. This could be also for those of you who. Something about children. This could really be about children. Maybe this is about why you didn't have children. Or maybe you put a stop to having more children, if that's the case. That could be just very few of you guys. Oh, I'm inside. I'm beautiful inside. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You're the sweetest. Oh, God. Let's see. All right, you're making a decision. Let's see where this is going. Because there's like a lot of things that this could be. Just got caught in my dress. All right, making a decision because you found out the painful truth in a situation. All right, with the children, possibly the painful truth of the children. The blockages is why things didn't grow. Or the past, you found out the truth about the past if it has nothing to do with children. Okay, you found out the truth about the past, why there was a blockage of you growing. But I don't know why Spirits keeps on saying about, it's like they're putting a picture in my brain about children, why you couldn't keep growing, like your belly couldn't grow. I don't know why that's what they're showing me. This is probably not for all of you guys, maybe just a small handful of you guys. But for those of you, you guys know where this is going to fit for you. Okay, what about this, please? Interesting. Two of Cups fell right on the Six of Cups, right on the past or children card. The painful truth of a union, of a partnership, of a soulmate connection that you have two cards representing blockages here. One that was like a 50-50 block, and then we have a halt, right? It's a hard, cold halt of a situation. No movement forward, no blockages. A blockage in a union from the past. What's this whole cold, hard truth? I can't talk today, guys. God, thank God I was able to sing today. But apparently, Spirit doesn't want my words to come out when I'm speaking, only when I'm singing. There was the cold, hard truth that there was no justice being served, or you never received justice, or you're not going to receive justice. Interesting. We have two swords coming out here. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign. Death. The death and the movement forward. Death and the movement forward, guys. Transitioning out. All right. Something needed to transform. There was no justice. There was no balance. You made a decision because you found out the cold, hard truth. I feel like something blunt happened. What's this? He's an air sign. Oh, thank you, guys. No justice. No good. No bueno. Got a phone call coming in. Let's delete that. Let's see. Okay. But look what's on the top of the deck here. The pretty old Empress. Entress. What is wrong with me? The pretty old, and maybe not old, maybe that's why I shouldn't have said old. The pretty empress. Broken bond between me and the eldest child. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, well that could be part of this reading for you. But you're sitting here like this. Maybe you know there was blockages. Maybe you know this union, the soulmate connection, there was a halt on this. Okay, but you're like this right now. And look, she's got wavy hair like I do. She's blonde, I'm brunette. So yeah, so maybe you're just really sitting here like, I'm okay. I'm kind of okay. Like, you know this harshness, this truth, this blockage, you know, but you're okay, which is the most important thing, is that you are okay. Okay, what else, Spirit? Because when we are not okay, it is not okay. Okay. Let's see, what else, please, Spirit? Yeah, see, it's like receiving the truth of the deception, of the lies. Shit came out to the open. You know why things were blocked. You know why things came out the way they are, how they did. Somebody deceived you with the truth, but now you know the truth. Ooh. Let's see. See, somebody, it's actually kind of funny because we got a pair. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles sideways. This person was reluctant to grow. This person was probably only concerned about their money, only concerned about their finances. You were like this. Maybe, all right, you know when you get married or you're in a relationship with somebody, you start to emulate some of their behaviors. Maybe the reason why you weren't in the upright, maybe you were all in the upright, and because this person was in the reverse, it made you tip over sideways. But you're not completely in the reverse, which is a beautiful thing. Okay? So it's like you couldn't really be you. You couldn't grow into what you were meant to grow into because this person you were dealing with refused to grow, refused to give, only was it extremely materialistic, holding on to all their wealth. But I feel like Spirit's saying something else too. They were holding on to you with all their might. Does that make sense? Holding on to you to keep you stuck. Holding on to this, keeping you stagnant. I don't want to see you grow. I want to see you here in limbo. You see this? And I think you realize this truth, or the truth has come out somehow. Okay? And now I think you're probably just like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen, right? They blocked you. They were the ones who blocked you from moving forward. They were the ones who you found out this truth about. This King of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign. Whatever it is, in the reverse, you do not want this person in your life. Controlling, dominant, okay? Wanting you to go without. Very greedy, selfish individual. No, I know you're my partner, but I don't want you to grow, right? See, good. See, you didn't know. No. All right, the High Priestess in the reverse. You didn't know. I can't see you. You didn't know. You didn't realize. The darkness of this person, this situation, was dragging you under. They were clearly more dominant than you are. Even if you're a man watching this, you could be a feminine. We all know this. And even if your person was a woman and their energy is in a masculine, they were just more dominant than you. Happens. It does. But you just didn't know that darkness was going to suck you under. You had no idea. Was it their plan all along? Possibly. I don't want you to move on. I don't want you to grow. I want to keep you stuck. See? The towers that fell were catastrophic. Okay? This is something that cannot be rebuilt. Why does Spirit always give me these messages? I feel like Spirit makes me say negative shit. I don't know why. Give me some good news now, okay? Give me some good news. What do our viewers have to look forward to, okay? Because I don't like being negative, you know? And somebody once posted that I remind them of another reader who's negative. I'm like, I don't want to be negative. It's just what they're telling me. I have to tell you. I can't not tell you. But, all right. So things weren't fair. Things weren't balanced. Okay, what about this? Please? You didn't know the truth? See? Oh, my God. Seriously? See, this higher power card is in the reverse. I associate that as the high priestess in the reverse. Okay? You didn't know. You didn't know that this wasn't going to be blessed. You thought maybe that if you kept on doing what you were doing, probably, you know what I was just talking about when you're in a relationship with somebody? Remember this card? We were just talking about this. And, you know, your energy rubs off on them. And you were probably in the upright and this person was always in the reverse. And then they made you like this. And maybe you were thinking, if I stay here and linger, some of my energy is going to rub off on this person. Right? And you thought maybe they would be like this and maybe we can, or like this, and we can meet somewhere halfway. But it didn't happen. Their energy was so heavy and so dark, it turned you. It made you slightly distorted. You didn't know this, right? You didn't know that this couldn't be blessed. Making sense, guys, right? So, yeah, okay. What else? A lot of cards all over the place. Very messy now because I'm picking up cards. But whatever. You know what the good part is the towers came falling down. You know the truth now. You know that some things can't really be rebuilt. If this shit is upside down, it's upside down for a reason. Maybe they're saying, go back, you will turn in the reverse, like this King of Pentacles in reverse. Do you really want that? Hoping, working hard, and hold on one second. Yes, when you put good into the world, you get good back, okay? Know your worth, true. Guys, so we just have a whole shitload of cards. You no longer are going to be left out in the cold. You no longer want to be forgotten, okay? That's a good thing. What else? There's a whole bunch of cards here. You know this foundation is, you know, rocky. Maybe your own personal foundation is rocky now as well, okay? Maybe you don't know why. Maybe you don't know why things are not evolving in the way that you expected or you thought right now. You had a feeling things were going to change and you knew you just had to stand confident in who you were as a person because then you would find somebody loyal that would be your match and give to you as much as you give to them. And this was going to lead you in an advantage. So you know that you no longer want to be left out in the cold. But I feel like you're having an issue right now. You're manifesting all these amazing, beautiful things. But right now you're having an issue. You're like, why am I not as stable as I should be right now? That's what I feel like Spirit is saying. You have all these beautiful things in your mind, which is great. That's where you need to be, right? But now I think you're just wondering, like, why am I not feeling like my shit's together yet? Right? All right, so what do you want to tell them, Spirit? You know what you deserve now, but you're still feeling stuck. Okay, Spirit, why? You haven't healed completely from the thing that was not finished. It's going to be a lot of things. This could be like the beginning of the reading when I was talking about children, maybe about having kids, maybe about not being able to have pregnancy. Maybe you had to have an abortion, or maybe you miscarried, or maybe this is just a freaking relationship that you're talking about, right? So this could mean a lot of things for a lot of different people, right? But there's something that you can't heal over the situation that didn't finish through all the way. All right, what else? What do you want to tell them? Are you kidding me? Go within. It's about the children. Go within. It's about the children. Stay in with the children. Stay in with the children. Okay. Not getting away with the children, possibly. Explain this, please, Spirit. Explain. Oh my God. The Queen of Cups in reverse. You weren't being a mother. You weren't being nurturing. You didn't grow. You didn't flourish. Like I said, for everybody, this is going to be something different. Okay? You didn't nurture the children. You didn't grow with the children. Maybe you had an abortion. Maybe this is a guilt thing that is on your head. I don't know, guys. Like I said, everything's going to be different for you. But there's something that you haven't healed from completely. And this is about your own children. Staying within the children. You didn't stay within the children. You maybe removed your love from them prematurely. You didn't do what you were supposed to do, possibly. Maybe they needed you. This could be a card of neediness as well. Maybe they needed you, and maybe you needed them, and vice versa, and something didn't come in the way it was supposed to. Interesting. Guys, you can't make this shit up, man. When the cards want to come out, they come out. Okay, what do you want to tell them, Spirit? Okay. They both fell out sideways. So, healing came up sideways, and being stubborn came out sideways. So, if it is you who is having a hard time healing, Spirit wants me to tell you, it's because maybe you're being a little bit stubborn. Okay? Maybe you don't realize it. Or you had a miscarriage, but I plan on getting... Oh, wow, see? So, or... Let's see. Hi, baby. Oh, we got a cat. We got a cat here. Or maybe the children don't want to heal because they're being stubborn. But a lot of times I feel like Spirit is talking to who's watching the video. See? That's JC. And I forget why they named him JC, but I always say Jesus Christ. That's the initials I'm giving him. Right, JC? And then we have Chippy on the ground. So we got cats on the screen, guys. I'm an animal person. I have a snake over there, 2 cats, and the dog over there. But these 2 cats are not mine. But I love cats. I actually have 2 cats at my parents' house that couldn't come with me right now. When I buy a house, they'll come with me. So, okay, so Spirit is saying you are having a hard time dealing this because you can't heal if something or someone is being stubborn. Maybe you yourself are being slightly stubborn in a situation. Maybe you don't want to see things the way they are meant to be seen, right? I mean, listen, I'm an Aries. We never want to admit when we're wrong. Especially a true 100% Aries who hasn't evolved, because I truly believe in my heart of hearts, Aries are the most amazing people ever. But if you do not evolve and you're stuck in an Aries pattern, you can be the most stubborn and reluctant person, right? But I'm an evolved Aries, and also I'm borderline with Pisces, so I have both, right? But this stubbornness will keep you stuck, right? Apology would have been nice. Okay. Yeah, but there's something here, right? This healing card is so. 50-50. Not completely healed. Something that didn't finish. Something that needed to be finished. Something. So let's see. What else, Spirit? What else do you want to tell this collective for this healing messages? Healing messages. Things are not ascending. Why? Why aren't things ascending? Things are not growing the way you expected. Why? And this came out before. Because there is no boundaries. There's no boundaries? In what way? No boundaries in the wisdom. No boundaries in not having wisdom and not having the knowledge. You're not ascending because there's no boundaries, because you're not using the knowledge you have. Explain, Spirit. Clarifiers, please. Eagerly. I think Spirit is saying they want you to go within. They want you to be eagerly passionate on not fighting. Eagerly passionate on not fighting. Okay? And not waiting. Is this making sense to you guys? So this is going to, like I said, it's going to connect the dots for everybody a little bit different. All right, I'm putting it out there because, or Spirit's saying, don't wait. Don't wait. Be eagerly passionate, but don't fight and don't wait. Stop waiting. Have you been waiting to see if things were going to change? They're saying no. Put the swords down. Don't fight. But they're saying just go after the things that you're passionate about. Guys, if this has to do with your children and you want to mend things with your children, they're saying go after it. Like truly go after it. All right? Because you guys are soul connections, soulmates. Your children are your soulmates, guys. They're soul contracts that we make before we're even born. And only you can decide how that relationship is going to go. If it has nothing to do with children, then it's about something about your past. Okay? What about that? What about that? Oh my God. Okay. Well, Spirit wants to be blunt. There will be no new beginning and no abundance here if you do not come into the light and start taking care of yourself and the situation. Okay? You need to feed it something healthy. Okay? Don't pour Coca-Cola on it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that word because now they're going to not modify me. Whatever, because laws. You know what I'm saying? Don't put junk food or things that are toxic to your body or to this commitment out there. You need to come into your life and feed it something nutrition so you guys can grow together. Okay? You need to come out of the darkness, see the light, see the truth, and take care of this. Okay? Oh, I know, honey. You don't have to tell me. I get that. I get giving it your all and not receiving what you expected. All right, what about this? I think Spirit's saying you need to go into your heart. What is it that you really want? Go look in your heart. What is it that you really want? Sorry. I heard something. I don't know what the cats are getting into. You're still holding on. You're still holding on. It's funny because we're talking about children. Children. Here's a mom holding a babies, right? Babies. I said, why did I say that? Maybe it's multiple. But a mom holding on to their child, okay? You don't know what's meant to happen here. You're having a hard time seeing the truth and exposing yourself, possibly. So you're 50-50 holding on. You needed time, but you're still holding on to something. Was this meant to be? Maybe this was all meant to happen. Maybe this was all meant to happen, the situation with the children. Well, then why was it meant to happen, Spirit, if that's the case? So you can leave the King of Pentacles again in reverse and be the mother that you were meant to be, or the nurturing one, or the growthful one that you were meant to be. Can't make this shit up, guys. How many times do we see this? Seriously. can't make it up. Can't. For those people who don't believe, I'm like, yeah, just watch. You'll see. Shit'll come out. And these repeat cards that keep coming out, saying the same things. Okay, selling out. Why? Explain that. You're selling yourself short by not unleashing who you truly are as a person, guys. How many times are you going to go repeat yourself? Repeat the pains of the past, the Spirit is saying. How many times are you going to repeat the pains of the past? You're selling yourself short because you're not releasing who you truly are meant to be as a person. I feel like Spirit's saying right now to don't be drawn in by sex. They do say that to us once in a while. It's not about the sex. Okay? Maybe you felt that you were meant to be with somebody that was supposed to be driven to you more sexually, but maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's not about the sex. Okay? Only you guys are going to know what this means. But don't, or maybe the sex is what lures you in. Yeah. My ears like ringing and going deaf all at the same time. Okay. How many times are you going to repeat this pattern? How many times are you going to repeat this pattern? How many times are you going to allow... Can you learn not to be drawn in by the sexual nature? Can you learn? Yeah, you can. If you want to. Unless you keep selling yourself out and giving into the past. Weren't we talking about this yesterday or the last time I did a vibe? This temptation, this devil energy. Can you learn not to be tempted by this intimacy? Or are you going to sell yourself short again? It was my left ear too. What else, Spirit? Yeah, examine your integrity. Sideways. So, are you really, as, what's the word I want to use? I don't even know. Is your integrity really in check? Were you really on the up and up? Were you being played as a puppet or a pawn? Right? Did you allow it? Or maybe, were you trying to manipulate somebody else and be the puppet master in somebody else's life that you shouldn't have? Even with our children, we want to guide them in the right direction sometimes, right? Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you needed a cup of it today, so I'm giving it to you. Yeah, so, sometimes we try to strong arm our children, right? Because we know what's best for them. As a parent, I have a little one who's 9. I have a 16-year-old. I have a daughter who's graduating tomorrow from high school. So, I think I'm pretty seasoned at the moment as a parent. I've been through a lot. I've learned that, and being in my own youth, how I was raised, I learned that strong-arming your children is probably the worst way to do right by your kids, right? Or if this is not about your children, it could be about your past, okay? So you can't manipulate people, and even your children. Sometimes we think we do it out of love because we want to guide them in the right way, but then we strong-arm them too much. And then it backfires on us, right? And maybe this reading, for those of you who are really getting what I'm saying right now, maybe the way you handle situations in the past with the children, or just with the past, or whatever the case may be, because this is going to be something different for everyone. Maybe you strong-armed it just a little too much, right? Yeah, it's about molding it. And even a relationship, if this is not to do with children, right? You can't strong arm a relationship to work. It doesn't work. You can, it's like Play-Doh or dough, just say dough, right? You try to make it whole, right? Try to push it all together. But just because you think that you're right doesn't mean that you're right? Because you're right and your ex is right, or your boyfriend's right, or your child's right, or your friend's right, might be something very different. But it's about nurturing, taking care of. Where is that card? Right here. Where is that card? Right here. Taking care of it. Protecting it, not smothering it. They're two different things. Smothering it is different, right? Everyone has a different perception, exactly. So, and this comes with our children, because they're talking a lot about children today, like I said. Sometimes we think we're doing right by our kids because we're pushing them in that way, you know? Oh, she had a great prom. It was beautiful, actually. Thank you. But sometimes it's not really for their best interest. It's not really for what they want. We just think it's the best thing for them. And really that manipulation can contort, right? That nurturing love can turn into something heavier, something darker, right? It's about nurturing something. It's about loving something. Okay. Let's see how much time we have left here. All right. I know Spirit always has a way of pulling me in different directions, guys. Let's see. And sometimes I feel like I'm going into 17,000 paths when I'm doing these readings, and then I listen to it afterwards. I'm like, oh, that actually flew. It flowed right. I'm like, oh, didn't feel like it was flowing right when I was saying it out loud. But then in the end, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I get it. I get what I was trying to say. All right, let's see. All right. Well, didn't Spirit say this before? It's time to take some positive action. Come into light and take care of something. Or what did I say? Nurture something. Sorry, I know the trucks are very loud. They are very adamant on looking in the mirror today, seeing how you might have handled situations. Maybe you were being a little bit stubborn too, and maybe you put it all on the other person, right? But now they want you to take some positive movement forward for you, for this past situation, maybe to let go of the past situation, or to fix a past situation that you didn't know was going to crumble. Because right now, this is what I'm seeing. You didn't know it was going to crumble, okay? Maybe it was something that you didn't think could crumble. Because a lot of times we don't think our relationships with our children can crumble because you're the mom or the dad, or whoever you are, okay? You're like, that's impossible. Anything is possible. Believe me, I know. I've seen it 100 times over with a lot of people, okay? So anything is possible. Remember that. And guess what? You can fix it if you choose to, if it's something you think it's worth fixing. And I hope to God that your relationship with your children would be something you'd want to fix, right? But maybe if it has nothing to do with the children and it really is with your past, maybe it's you need to fix something with you to move on from this past, to learn from this past situation. Maybe you were smothering to this last situation. Maybe you strong-armed it. Maybe you were trying to be the puppet master instead of working together with the team, right? Maybe you need to learn, I can voice my opinion. I cannot make you do what you don't want to do, but this is how I feel. And I know this is how you feel. Maybe we could work together. Maybe we can make this work. And if somebody's really adamant on not making it work, and it's not going to work, right? But I think they're saying it's time for a little bit self-introspection, right? Self-examination. Maybe you had a bigger role in it than you thought. right? I don't think that's what Spirit's trying to say. Okay. You were not using your power. You were not using your wisdom. Maybe you thought you were the wiser of the two or of the situation, but maybe you weren't being truly wise. In independence. Interesting. So not being wise, not using your power over independence, this came sideways. It's funny. It's funny because I had 2 cats in here. They're lingering. There's 4 cats in this picture. It goes back to the 6, like the 6 of Cups, our first card that fell out. I'm going to read this card, if I can see it. Cat, independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. My ear's going off again. Life supports you in every way. You weren't being wise about being independent because this card came out this way. It's like you were not all the way there, but you weren't using your power and you weren't using your wisdom to completely release yourself from a situation. Interesting that I have the frogs. Interesting. I saw frogs a couple times the other day, and I was just like, ooh, let me look this up and read this. Let's see. Prosperity. Not being prepared for the prosperity that was going to come in. You needed to embrace it. You needed to embrace the change. But you weren't prepared. Maybe you thought this was going to be an easy transition. I don't think you were prepared for the transition. Because you didn't feel like there was a blessing. And also, this could mean another thing. Maybe this brought a lot of wealth to you, your past situation. But you weren't prepared for that. I don't know. This could mean a couple things, guys. So I feel like let's go back to the previous track here. You weren't wise about releasing yourself 100%. I think you needed to focus on your prosperity, but you weren't prepared. I feel like Spirit's also, it's like almost like saying like you were reluctant to. You knew you had to do the work. What did I say yesterday or the day before? With great knowledge comes great responsibility, right? Putting that, and it's almost like you knew what you had to do, but you knew if you knew what you knew, you'd have to take action, and that action was going to be overwhelming. Does that make sense? And you were probably just like, oh, I don't want to. That frightens me. That's too much action. Even though they're saying no action. Maybe there was too much action. I don't know. Oh, you're so sweet. Click the likes, peeps. Thank you, sober girl. Okay, so let's see. All right, closing messages here, Spirit. What are the closing messages you want to give the collective today? What's the closing messages here? So Spirit's saying, if you're having a hard time breathing, or where I take this is, if you're having some anxiety and stress and worries, Spirit's saying, just give it to God. Give it to God and just focus on you, right? Don't be so stressed out. Maybe it's stressful giving it to God because maybe it's not your norm, you know? Saying, God, I know you got my back. But, you know, you got to also do something for yourself. You can't just wait for the divine to throw something in your lap. You got to get out there and try to go after it too, right? So I think that could be very stressful for you. And this is keeping you in a state of anxiety, you know? So, but they're saying just, you know, when you can't breathe and you're feeling anxious, saying just give it to God. It'll be okay. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah, so if you give it to God, I think everything's gonna be just fine. Let me just find, see? You don't see this. You don't see it. It's hidden. It's hidden. It's like, I also feel like Spirit's saying something about being closed off. Stop hiding yourself. Maybe you're hiding yourself away too. Could be. Yeah. I feel like Spirit is saying that. You're hiding yourself. Maybe you're hiding yourself from the world. Maybe you're in hermit mode for a little bit too long, okay? And they're saying you're not going after what you want. You're still holding on to the negative energies. You are being stubborn, actually. It's kind of funny. You're being stubborn. And because of all that, you can't stand in your power. You can't take your power back. And I think that's why the first two cards that came out of this deck, it was saying, when you feel stressed, just give it to God. Let it go. Right? When you let it go, just say, all right, God, I know you got my back. I'm going to do right. I'm going to do good. I'm going to put good into the world. I'm going to put good onto people. Good is going to come back. But when you put stress on other people, you know what you're going to get back? Stress. When you put darkness on other people, you get darkness back. When you put love and light on other people, you get love and light back. I'm not saying there's never going to be any haters around the corner. Believe me. I'm always giving love and light to people. And guess what? I always get shit. But I don't care. I'm just like, whatever, that's your problem. I'm just going to give you love. If you don't like me, that's all good. I'm going to go to somebody who does like me. But I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm going to be respectful. And I'm going to move on. Right? Making sense, guys? Okay. So, Spirit is saying your ancestors, your loved ones, maybe a grandmother, is trying to show you the power that you have. The problem is exactly what I just said before. This is a soul's journey that you need to go on, and you don't want to see this. It's like you don't want to see the truth that you have to take this journey. Sometimes it's just easier to leave well enough alone and think that everything is just going to work out. And sometimes that's the best route to do, is leave well enough alone. But when it comes to our internal healing, you really just can't leave well enough alone. You need to open up the Akashic record of your soul and say, yeah, it's not that good. Right? Because if we're all going to be honest, there's a lot of shit in our books that we don't want to remember. Maybe the way you spoke to somebody, the way you treated somebody. And maybe if you look back on all of that, you can see why things are happening the way they are right now in your life. Maybe things are not so peachy. But maybe you're like, okay, maybe I'm reaping my karma now. But you don't have to. All right? It's accepting it. When you go in and you do the work, you heal. When you heal and you see your faults, you start bringing good back into your life. Well, I hope this helped you guys today. If I come back, it'll be tomorrow. It'll be probably in the afternoon again. So hopefully I will be back tomorrow. Okay, guys. Love and light. If I don't see you, I will maybe see you Monday or Sunday. I'm trying to think. Oh, Sunday's Father's Day. What is this? Mary Magdalene, who reads the tarot. Saltwater heals tarot, YouTube. Thank you. You're beautiful souls. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully sooner than later. All right, bye.